Good morning, Songjun, Sohu, Yuna, Jaime, and Limey. How are you today? I've got an interesting book here today called The Highway Rat. Now, back in the old days, a highwayman was a robber, was a bad person. He used to hold up stagecoaches and rob all the rich people on the stagecoach. A famous one that we used to have in this country was Dick Turpin. And now another thing to point out here is rat. Quite often we use the word rat to describe somebody who's not very nice as well. But I don't know, do you reckon that's going to be a nice rat or a bad rat? A highway rat. Let's have a look. Oh, doesn't look like he's a very nice rat there at the moment, but let's find out the whole story, shall we? The highway rat was a baddie. The highway rat was a beast. He took what he wanted and ate what he took. His life was one long feast. His teeth were sharp and yellow. His manners were rough and rude. And the highway rat went riding along the highway and stealing the travellers' food. There he is, riding along, going to steal food. Well, if you can see there, he's already stolen those food from those people. Not a nice person or a nice rat. Rodent. A rabbit came hopping along the road, then stopped with her paws high in the air. For blocking her way was the highway rat, who cried out, "Who goes there? Give me your pastries and puddings. Give me your chocolate and cake. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and whatever I like, I take." And here he is, robbing the poor rabbit. "I have no cakes," the rabbit replied. "I just have a bunch of clover." The highway rat gave a scornful look, but he ordered, "Hand it over. This clover is bound to be tasteless. This clover is dull as can be. But I'm the rat of the highway, and this clover belongs to me." So here he is, taking the clover, even though it's useless to him, and being rather mean. A squirrel came bounding along the road, then stopped with a shake and a shiver. For reining his horse was the highway rat, who thundered, "Stand and deliver. Give me your buns and your biscuits. Give me your chocolate eclairs. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and the rat thief, never shares." "I have no buns," the squirrel replied. "I just have a sack of nuts." The robber snatched the sack, and snarled, "I have no ifs or buts. These nuts are probably rotten. These nuts are as hard as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and these nuts belong to me." And here he is, robbing the squirrel's nuts. What a mean rat. Some ants came crawling along the road, then stopped with a somersault. For baring his teeth was the highway rat, who bellowed a deafening, "Halt! Give me your sweets and your lollies. Give me your toffees and chews. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and nobody dares to refuse." So here he is, robbing the ants. Can you see the little ants down there with his big sword, his big sabre, his big foil? "We have no sweets," the ants replied. "We just have nice green leaf." "Oh, no, you don't, not anymore," declared the highway thief. "The leaf is nasty and bitter, the leaf is thin as can be, but I am the rat of the highway, and this leaf belongs to me." So here he is, relieving the ants of their leaves. Horrible highway rat. With never a please or a thank you, the rat carried on in this way. Flies from spiders, milk from cats. He once stole his own horse's hay. Stole hay from his own horse. Can you see? Robbing milk, robbing flies, and hay from his own horse. The creatures who travelled the highway grew thinner and thinner and thinner. They're getting thinner because they're hungry. while the highway rat grew horribly fat from eating up everyone else's dinner. Look, there he is, scoffing everything. He's getting fat and obese. A duck came waddling down the road, then stopped with a "How do you do?" "I see you have nothing," the rat complained. "In that case, I'll have to eat you." "I doubt if you're terribly juicy. Most likely you're tough as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway. And I fancy duck for tea." Duck. Gotta say, I'd be up for eating the duck, wouldn't you? Yum, yum, yum. "Hang on," quacked the duck, "for I have a sister with goodies you might prefer. I know that she'd love to meet you, and I'm certain that you'd like her." Oh, duck's got a plan. "For in her cave, her deep dark cave, right at the top of the hill, are biscuits and buns aplenty, and there you may eat your fill." Now, do ducks live in caves? "Lead on," cried the rat, and they took on to the road, which seemed it would never end. Onwards they rode, and upwards, bend after bend after bend, and here they are travelling along that road. Mountainous, snowy road. At last they came to a lonely cave, and the duck began to quack. She quacked, "Good evening, sister, sister, sister!" And "Sister, sister," a voice from the cave came back. So there's the duck and the highway rat, and they're at the mouth of the cave, and the duck saying, "Sister, sister, sister," and "Sister, sister" came back. I think it's just an echo. An echo, go, 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 go. "Sister, sister, 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 sister." "Do you have cakes and chocolate?" the highway robber cried. "And chocolates, chocolates, chocolates," the voice from the cave replied. "I'm coming to take them," the rat thief yelled. His greedy eyes grew round. And "Take them, take them, take them, take them," came back the welcome sound. The highway rat leapt off his horse. Into the cave he strode. There he goes. He's fallen for the echo, isn't he? He's going in after the echo, going into that scary dark cave. What do you think's in the cave? Could be nothing. The duck took hold of the horse's reins and galloped down the road. The duck stole the horse. Faster and even faster, following all the bends, the plucky young duck went riding, 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 galloping down the highway back to her hungry friend. So there's the duck, stolen the horse, riding back to the hungry friends. Then they shared out the food from the saddlebags and feasted all night long. Bright were the flames of the bonfire, loud was the music and song. Wild was the moonlight dancing, merry the cheer and chat, for now they could live in freedom, safe from the highway rat. Here they are, look, all having a lovely feast, even the horse is happy. Everybody's happy because the highway rat is gone. Look, can you see them all? It's a rather nice picture though, isn't it? Got rabbits and foxes and the horse and squirrels, and there's the ants and there's the duck and the rabbits and there's frogs there and all sorts there, look. And a badger. Wow, look, it's all good. They're having quite a happy feast, aren't they? And as for the rat, in the echoey cave, he shouted and wandered till he found his way out of the darkness and the other side of the hill. So here's the rat, walking through the cave. Oh, there's even some bones there. And he comes out the other end. Luckily, he didn't get stranded in there and die himself. A thinner and greyer and meeker rat, he robs on the road no more. For he landed a job in a cake shop. A cake shop, a cake shop. And they say he still works in the cake shop, sweeping the cake shop floor. So here he is. Well, he's turned over a good life. He's got quite a good job, I think, for a rat. Gets to eat all the cake that's fallen on the floor. Not a bad job for a cat. Can you see the cat looking through the door? Cat. I would like to work in a cake shop. And that was that. That's how it ends. That's how it ends. Not a bad ending for a rat who was a robber. I think they used to hang them back in the day. Or execute them some way. Anyway, have a good day. Everybody else is in bed. They still lay. Bye bye. Love you all.